I learned that you're having now EU standard. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So that is work for us, but that's great. We're happy about it.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a nice thing to receive back the
Marcello, good afternoon.
Hello, good morning. It's 5 a.m. here in New Zealand.
Oh, good morning then. Good morning. Good morning.
I am managed to be awake all night to watch the Biofach.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Evans.
Yes,
welcome to our session.
Thank you.
Now we can see you, Mustafa. You have to unmute, Mustafa.
Unmute. Sorry. Did you like the background?
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Very. Yes, nice.
All right. That's nice. Thank you.
Very green. Very sustainable, it looks like.
Yeah. Yes. Organic services up, intact, Ecert, and ethical. That's really nice.
Okay.
So good afternoon, good morning,
good evening,
everybody. Good evening, good morning. I understand that everybody is in different time zones.
Yeah.
I appreciate your attendance here. And I'm looking to share my screen. Because we want to start the session. Where is it? Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we see your presentation part.
Yes, thank you. So good morning, everybody. My name is Fred.
You have to switch, and we're seeing your.
Okay, that's the wrong one.
Full models, you.
Yeah, the other models.
This one. Here we go. Sorry for that. Good afternoon, good morning. Can you see now my right screen? Gemma Juliá, is that the correct
yes,
one?
Yes, that's right.
My name is Frank Geritz. I'm Director of Organic Services, and we want to share some exciting information with you about certification and IT tools, how to generate that. So we are talking today about Ecert Basic, right? Professionalizing small and local certifiers. And this is the session. I want to introduce the three speakers. Basically, it's Gemma Juliá from Spain. It's located in Germany with my company. It's Noé Rivera from Colombia and Mustafa from Turkey. Gemma will introduce some general aspects in terms of Ecert Basic. Gemma has experience in organic certification. She worked for Naturland for a couple of years, and she's in my team since 6 years now. She's very capable of not only organic certification, but also about Ecert Basic, which is a tool, an IT tool to manage the workflow of certification. I also introduce Javier Montanez. He's also in my team, born and raised in the US with background in Latin America. A great guy when it comes to IT technical stuff, and he's with us here in the session in terms of questions later on. Mustafa will then start. Mustafa Akyuz from EDCO, popular Turkish-based company. He's running the EDCO since many years, since 30 years. He uses Ecert Basic since 2016 in several offices of EDCO, and then Noé will share his experiences with Ecert Basic. He has also introduced Ecert Basic a couple of years ago, managing several offices in Latin America and also Asia. With that, Gemma, I want to pass over to you. I wish you the best. I will watch the chat. So whenever you have questions, put it in the chat. I try to answer them directly, and Javier is with me in the chat. So if you feel more comfortable to talk in Spanish, please go ahead and put your chats into the chat channel in Spanish. Gemma, please.
Yes, I'm going to share my screen. Sorry. Okay.
Gemma.
Now we can see your presentation, Gemma.
Okay. So welcome to my presentation, or let's say a roundtable, digitalization of inspection and certification workflows with Ecert Basic. We are Organic Services, an international strategy and management consultancy in the organic sector, and specialize in software-based audit and quality management systems, headquartered in Germany near Munich. Okay, now. So when we think about all the challenging tasks of a CB, long list of topics that must be strictly controlled and well planned come to my mind, like organize inspectors, qualify inspectors, organize inspections, work with multiple standards and checklists. And in the last time, home office due to unexpected pandemics. So in one hand is the pressure to comply with the conditions and procedures that the standard setters and accreditation bodies are expecting. And in the other hand is, of course, the need to fulfill the client's expectations, like to get a quick certification. So how can these complex and multiple and interconnected tasks be achieved on time, efficiently, and without loss of data, and yet stay professional? So we think that Excel tables and a long to-do list belong to the past, and digitalization is the future, or is the present. So certification stay complex, but we think there is a tool which can make your daily work much easier. This is what we want to present now in this roundtable. It's a basic. I will go through different points. What is a basic? How can we use and present the main functionalities and other functions, and which will be the benefits when you use the system for your company. So Ecert Basic is based on the standard application Ecert developed by Intec, the worldwide leading audit certification management solution. Intec is our software developer, our partner, and Ecert offered by Intec is actually used by many CBs, many of them in the organic sector like Ecert, Bioinspector, Naturland, Demeter, Flowset. Ecert Basic provides all standard functions of Ecert at a much lower price due to its price settings, and it's a share platform. So it's ideal for local and small certifiers, and Ecert Basic is built to meet the requirements of certification bodies working in the agriculture sector, and it's applicable, however, for other certification schemes, so organic, fair trade, foods, or wherever. So it's very flexible. Let's take a look on how it is divided, or how is structured the system. We can divide it in 3 parts. So in the one part is a database, so serves to register your clients and their relevant data. On the other side, it's workflow management. It has a workflow management so that the system guides you and your staff efficiently through the inspection and certification workflow. And of course, it allows you to comprehensively capture, store, and analyze and share your data once it's entered in the system. So Ecert Basic offers you one system for the entire audit and certification process. So from the registration of your clients and conducting the audit, and the registration of the non-conformities, deviations, and as I told you, you can analyze issue reports and certificates as well. So how can be used the system? The main system works through remote connection. So through the internet, it's connected your computer or laptop or wherever you use. It's connected to a terminal server based in Austria. The inspection part can be done online via any web browser. And the last functionality we offer is as well the application for different mobile devices for Android, iOS, or Microsoft, as well to conduct inspections. So as I mentioned, on the one side, Ecert is a database, so you can register your clients, so the contract status of the different status of your clients, register the crops, surfaces, the products, facilities, subcontractors. Then you will register as well your inspectors and its qualification in order that they can conduct the inspections. In the system, you can upload as well any kind of document referring your clients, and do any different kinds of extended search, so that you can find certain types of clients or the data you have registered on the database. So a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. That's why I prepare a short video. In this case, showing the main function. One of the main functions is the search function. Here you can see which data you have registered, which clients or persons or contact persons. I enter now in a profile of one of my clients. In this case, a farmer. Here you can see the main page where you can find the address. You can locate the farmer or the client on Google Maps if you enter the correct address. And on the other side, you can see which kind of client I am or farmer I have. It's a processor, it's just a farmer. We can classify the contacts as well according to other characteristics which we can define for you. So in this area is very flexible, the system too. And of course, for which standards the client is applying for. Just this is a small overview of one of the parts of the system. Another main part is the audit planning and auditing. So through the system, you can plan and order the inspections and keep the control about their status. So the inspector has already accepted the inspection. He has started to edit the inspection, or it's already closed, and now it's the certifier working on this inspection. So it's you can follow up the inspection order from the beginning to the end. It is possible as well to send automatic notifications for the inspectors to advise him, you have a new inspection, please start to work on it for this day. So we can set up notifications via email. One of the main parts of the system is the electronic checklist. We can customize electronic checklists according to your needs, and as well electronic formularies. I will show you later on another slide. And as I explained, the inspections can be done via online through the browser or offline if you use the offline tool or the application for mobile devices. Again, a small video, let's take a look. This is what we call Ecert Web. So this is a tool which can be used by the inspectors. We are sure that your inspectors will be more happy using this tool because they can easily conduct their inspection and they will find all the relevant information about the client they are inspecting, the actualized, updated checklist. So in the same platform, you can see here how the inspector locate the contact or the client he is going to inspect, and he can click on edit inspection order, and then it's open a new workflow. The system is very intuitive. It's easy to learn how it works. He can check which kind of inspection for which standard he's going to inspect. In this case, we have two standards. He can or she can edit on the data concerning the fields. Means he can edit the fields and the crops, entering new crops if you want. This is adaptable as well. The inspector can check the open deviations of the client, which must be checked in this inspection, and edit them as well. And of course, he can or she can check the documents which has been uploaded under this client. Here's the head of the inspection, the checklist, which has a traditional structure with questions which we can adapt for you, and they can be answered as complete, not complete, or partially complete. The inspector can enter the deviations and the corrective actions, We can preset text here as well. It is possible to set deadlines for the non-conformities. And here is another part of the Ecert web where the summary of the deviation has been found during this inspection. And in the deviation, it's possible to edit as well more details about to give a category to the deviation, to establish other deadlines. It's possible as well to upload documents, photographies, PDF, Excels, wherever, and this is always synchronized with the main system. So once the inspector uploads a document and someone in the office is checking the information of this contact, he will find the documents the inspector has uploaded. Once the inspection is closed, then the workflow goes to the inspector order, goes to the certifier, and the certifier can evaluate the inspection order. I just want to mention here, we have as well, we can enter the checklist, but what we call the inspection service specific data, we can enter like formularies, like checkboxes, drop downs, text box, which we can very easily customize for you according your needs. And in this area, it is possible to enter additional data, which is important that you register or for your standard setters. This can be part as well from the inspection workflow, and this kind of formularies can be integrated as well in the checklist too. So as an extra point, also as a part of the checklist. So as mentioned before, we have developed, or Intag or software developer had developed the mobile app for mobile devices, iOS, Android, or Microsoft. Over there, the inspectors will find as well the update inspection orders with the updated checklist. The inspector can easily upload photos or documents too from the handy or tablet. It is even possible to register notifications, so audio register, so that the inspector talk and then it's registered as a text. From there, it's as well possible to create the findings on non-conformities and issue a report as well, if from the checklist that it's your report, so a PDF document. And this app, it's possible to use online or offline. If you don't have internet, then you download the inspection and you have the information even without internet connection. So for remote areas, very useful. Continuing by the workflow management. So as I told, certifiers will work with the system too. So it's possible to certificate the products or the crops on areas according different standards as well, and to issue and work on the non-conformities and deadline management. Let's take another look on this deadline management tool or function. So here you have an overview of the whole group or the whole non-conformities for all your clients. So the certifiers can find and have a control on this in an overview. So which NCs are still open for which standard, if the deadline is overdue or not. You see in this doc, red and green docs That means if the deadline is overdue, it can be filtered according the standards of the deviation. So it's a part which with it the certifier can have a good control of its his job. The non-conformities or deviations can be classified according categories. This can be filtered or clustered. So it's easy to manage. It's very similar to Excel. And here, for instance, we classify the deviations according which inspector has entered this deviation. Other functions which can be used are the analysis of the database. So you can conduct analysis according different issues like crops, products, the contract status, or checkpoint results. I don't know if I have mentioned. So many of the parts of the system can be exported into an Excel file, or we can create customized reports in form of PDF. So data that you want to collect in a document can be customized and create reports. And other functionalities which are optional are laboratories and samples. So it's to manage all samples taken from the inspection and save the corresponding analysis results. Or even we have the financial tool. This is to generate invoices based on existing quotes and on data related to a specific customer. These are, however, optional modules which you can use after you have some years or you have more experience with the system. Another part we offer is the customer portal. This is the one for sharing data of findings and files with your customer. So I will go back to this later. Here you can see an example of analysis. So you can analyze your data referring to the crops. In this case, I have selected, okay, I have clustered according the crop type of crop, and I have filtered according one standard, organic EU, and you can see which. So you can see how many hectares you have certified according one standard, and even the harvest volume, or yes. So these analyses are available as well for other topics like contract status or products. We mean products with processed products, or the issue certificates, or even the checkpoints results. As I mentioned before, you can as well customize reports. That means PDF documents with data which come from the database. This is customizable, as well as certificates, which you can use it with the system too. Let's take a look to the customer portal. So if you desire, your customers can have access to the system, and over there the customer will find data about himself. Also his address, if it's correct, and if it's not correct, he can tell to you, please change this address, for which standard he's applying for, the open non-conformities and deviations, the certification status of the crops and or products according to different standards. which inspections were conducted by this client. So it's an interface or a portal where information can be shared with your customer. For instance, he can download the certificates you have created with the system, livestock, fields and crops, and at the end, these products means processed products. And it's possible as well to share documents. So the client can upload documents, give from his computer or wherever, and the system register that this document was uploaded by the client, as you see here. Pharma Beta has uploaded one document, and this is synchronized with the main system. This part it works as well through a browser, so through internet, not terminal server, but through the browser. So let's go to the end and summarize what will be your benefits by using the system. So Ecert Basic is safe. What is safe? Because digitalization prevents data loss, and data safety is as well secured with the NISO accredited Austrian hosting. As I told, Intac is our partner, and the terminal server is based in Austria. It is safe because only registered users have access to the system and its data according to the different rights and roles. And it is safe because it will decrease the risk of compliance problems before, during, and after the accreditation. The system, we can say it's convenient. Why? Because no installation is needed, so you have global access all over the world because it's through the internet. All the data is easily available online. So if you work from home, you have access to all the data of your clients. It is multilingual. It's available right now in English, Spanish, German, French, and Portuguese. It is convenient because it is possible to create individual checklists. It is convenient because it's efficient. You can manage an efficient planning of the inspection visits, including integration of Google Maps. You can create automate emails and reminders for your inspectors, and you can use it on-site, so allows the inspectors to work without internet. If internet is not available, and it's convenient because it's easy to analyze data or report and share your data with people. It is economic because process optimization by using the system. Your organization will have a process optimization, we think, so that will be possible to speed up your administration process. And at the same time, you will probably have more successful and better preparation for the accreditation process too. And with the system, will be easier to demonstrate proficiency and attract the new clients in this way. And why it's credible? Because it's based on the Intac platform, Ecert, which is the worldwide leading solution for audit and certification and management. And it's developed to address the specific needs for small certifiers and allow to play at the same level as large and global certification bodies. And Ecert Basic is not just a software, but we are real experienced people behind, and with constant support, even in different language, English, Spanish, German, and French. So these are some of our clients, And from my part, I hope you have now a general idea what is it, how it works. But of course, we will be glad if we contact with us and we can go more in the depth. All open questions, we can ask all your open questions after this session on the coming days or after the Biofach. I will pass now to Mustafa from EDCO, one of our clients.
Thank you very much, Gemma. It was incredible presentation. Thank you so much. I've really learned a lot. Every time I listen you, there's something new. So we have to learn and we have to adapt into our system. Really, thank you very much. How can I share? Maybe someone can help me.
On the top right side.
Yeah, okay, I see. All right, I see now. And where is my PPT? This is one. I think this is the one. All right. I think we don't have much time. As far as I see, the time is passing already 34 minutes past, right?
Yeah,
And
so keep it short. I think it's important
Yes.
that people get some insights from you.
all right, I'm representing EDCO from Turkey. EDCO is a certification body since 1995. So we are in the market of organic certification. And basically, we do organic food, textile, cosmetic, and cleaning materials.
Mustafa, do you want to go to presentation mode? Then it will
Sure.
be a little bit bigger. That's
Yes.
better. Thank you.
I think this is the one.
That
Right.
is one.
So, yeah, we have more than 10 different scopes. Let's say we are trying to run as a certification body, so we are not so big like big players, but we are trying to be a bigger certification body. So therefore, we have multiple standards we are working with. So we have to have a good base to do that. So because we are running several accreditations, not only one accreditation body, we have actually 3 different accreditation bodies. And if you consider also the local authorities, the ministries, and European Commission and United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, imagine what a mess we are having in our office. And, it looks like we have 12 months and we are working for 8 months for accreditation, audits and all these things. We are preparing continuously and we are working and working and working, and still, the accreditation bodies, it's not so easy to satisfy, right? So that's the biggest problem for the inspection bodies. So we have all these different programs like food, textile, and cosmetic, and good agriculture practice. So they're all a lot of things. Imagine how many checklists you have to prepare, how many documents you have to prepare. Is it okay, my voice?
Yes.
All right.
It's perfect, Mustafa. It's perfect.
Good. So it is really a big thing. Well, the reason we are working with Ecert Basic, so experiences with difficulties to fulfill the regulations and standards requirements. We lost our accreditation in 2014. We had a case in Ukraine, so it was a big scandal. We couldn't prove that it's an organic product coming from Ukraine. So this mixed up with the feed material in the Netherlands, and it's distributed in all over Europe. So like 7,000 tons of sunflower cake became like 100 something thousand tons of feed material. Imagine what happened. So we couldn't simply prove that the traceability is there and inspections are done correctly and auditors are qualified in everything. So it was such a mess when the auditors came from the European Commission and IOS accreditation body. So it was really very difficult times for us. So because it is we didn't have a system in place we are using. we were working like traditional way, some Excel files and handwritten documents and stuff like that. So that was very bad times for us. And so we decided to look for a reliable partner to work with to get back our accreditation. So we were already communicating with Gerald from Organic Services. He was always reminding me, Mustafa, when are we going to work? When are we going to work? So I was not listening him. So that happened at the end, you see. The experiences are really expensive. So since 2016, we decided to work together, and today, 2021, it's already 5 years past, and just a few months back, European Commission decided to give back our accreditation. So I think it's one of the major help, let's say. It's also Ecert Basic. I can tell you this easily, as we have the accreditation audits since 5 years to get back the accreditation or recognition of the European Commission. So our accreditation body, IOS, was focusing if EDCO is still keeping, the traditional way, or they are using a kind of systematic way. So that was the point of their, visit. So I will not speak very much because time is very limited. So that's, Gemma explained really perfectly everything. So that's the client database, everything you register there. So your clients are there. If accreditation body has a problem with one of the clients, so I will not look into the files, like manually, but I just click one button and my client's information is there. So if they have a question for any product, or any TC or something like that, or analysis report, so it's so easy to reach from the system. So that's really practical. So, well, Gemma explained the NC deadline management and sanctions and non-conformity management. So that's really easy with Ecert because we are using a multiple checklist there, and during the audit, you register everything, your findings, everything is uploaded into the system automatically. So you can really get the findings and NCs at the end of the inspection. Even your auditor is working in China, in Bangladesh, or in somewhere else, in Turkey, somewhere far from the office. So we can instantly follow them when they are using the system, and we can really see if our inspectors are not having fun, but they are in the field, in the inspection place. So that's really nice to have it from the Ecert system. So staff management, Gemma explained really nicely, and you approve your auditors, your certifiers, your file reviewers, everything. So you describe, and everybody has a specific work and assignment into the system. So no one is mixing up with others' business. If one step is not completed, so it doesn't go to the next step. So this is really nice. Just today we had an experience in Bangladesh. So the auditor was on site to the factory, and he was supposed to do GOTS audits, for a textile scope, but he added as well GRS. So that is a different standard, but he didn't ask us, or the client didn't apply to us, so we could detect from the checklist, from the Ecert, that he's answering also the questions for GRS. So we interfered and we called him, but what are you doing? So this is really great to have from the system. So we blocked the client and we stopped the process at that moment, so to avoid the future happenings, you see. So that's really nice. And
that's a great example, Mustafa. That's a great example. You just simply have a better grip on what's going on out there, right? This is the purpose of the system, that you can monitor and control the process. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah, definitely, because our accreditation, we lost accreditation because the European Commission and accreditation body, they didn't believe our auditors. They were there on site and they really made good inspections, something like that. So that was a big doubt. So therefore, I think this type of functionalities for a system like Ecert is perfect for a certification body. So that will help you as certification body to prove yourself that you are doing a good job. So when you have a good good system like this so you can extend your business. So we joined 2020 in China for textile scopes. It's really great. I mean, we are working there together with like 15 people. We could help them, we could train them, so we could qualify them. Nowadays they are doing in fact they are in holidays now, but starting next week they are starting again for audits. So we can easily manage with Ecert. Imagine I could think about to go to China to work, such an experience with European Commission. So I think I wouldn't dare to do that. But we are believing into the system. The Ecert system, I think, is great help for us. So we can extend our business to China or think about the most critical part of the world. So you can really do that. So I think there are a lot of benefits. Gemma explained to you. So that's it. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And really, we are quite happy with the team we are working. Gerald, Frank, and Javier and Gemma, they're always next to us. And we really believe and feel their support behind us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Yes, to you, Mustafa, too.
Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah.
Noé, do you want to continue? Share your screen and share your experience in Latin America.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen now. Just let me know if you are able to see it.
You have to switch to the other models.
Yes, that's great. And now go to presentation mode. Yes.
Okay. All right.
That looks great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Frank and the Ecert Basic team for the invitation. First of all, well, I'm going to share my experience, actually our experience with the Ecert Basic system. But first, I'm gonna give you a brief history about my Ecert. We working pretty much in Latin America, now in 10 countries in Latin America. We were established in '97, so we have been in business for more than 20 years. We are accredited under the UK, the European Union, the Japanese Ministry of Agriculture, and other several national organic regulations, mainly in Latin America. We also work with non-organic standards, such as social and environmental responsibility standards, like UTC. Now it's former UTC, now Rainforest Alliance, Fair Trade TSA, and other standards, other private standards. Okay, so I have a brief presentation. Actually, I think that Mustafa and Gemma, they give a very good presentation about the advantages and the Ecert system. So, well, to us it has been very helpful because before we had a big Excel file record keeping system. So mainly during the previous days of external audits, it was very difficult to us to find all the information, and we spent a lot of time trying to gather all the information. Sometimes the files were located in different folders, so it was hard to get all the information ready for the external inspections. Actually, we have been working with Ecert since 2 or 3 years ago, and this last inspection we finally were able to have all the information in a very short period of time. So it was really helpful to us, and actually you have also the time control, as Mustafa said. You now know where the inspection is, in which stage it is. Before, if I wanted to know whether the inspection was being reviewed or not, I had to call someone and say, okay, look, I need to know the status of this inspection. Now it's very easy because I just log into my Ecert account. I can do that on my cell phone actually, as Gemma explained it, and I can look for the inspection order, and I can know in at this time what the status is for this inspection. So this is really helpful to me to control the times, and if we have to do it faster, I can call someone and say, okay, look, we have to improve these times, because Ecert actually allows you to create reports and to say in which time or how much time it was spent from each step. So if you spend 1 month or 2 months to upload the report, whatever, so you now have charts and have the information to make improvements. So this has been really helpful to us too. Also, one thing that is actually very helpful to us is the web reporting system that actually Ecert has. So our inspectors they don't have to go through a software. They can do it online. There is a website where you can log in and upload the report, and it's very, very friendly. So it's very easy to use. It has a flow chart with all the steps to follow. So it's very easy for the inspectors to know which are the steps to follow in order to upload the report. Well, I actually said this, the data analysis system. Actually, one tool that it has been very helpful to us is the non-compliance follow-up, because you can know from the previous inspections which non-compliances are still open and which are closed, and the inspector can know this when they are assigned for an audit. They can click on inspection order and they can know which non-compliances are still open, which are closed, and they also can download the previous report. So this is very helpful, and it reduces the time that the inspectors spend before trying to get all of this information from the central office. Also, we work, well, right now we are working in several countries in Latin America, but also some countries in Asia. So the time difference is it's sometimes it's 13, 12 hours. So with Ecert now we can send the inspections, or the people in Asia can create the inspections by themselves. We don't have to do it in our central office. So this has been very helpful to us too. Some facts I found about Ecert is you have to update the database on the system. You must have a correct management of the system too, because this is a tool. It's not a solution for all your problems. So you have first to provide a well training to your staff, and the feed of the software has to be the adequate one in order to run in a proper way. So this is pretty much the presentation I had. I want to thank you everyone for your time, and I don't know if you have any questions about it.
Thank you, Noe. I think that was very comprehensive, and it shows how the tool can contribute to monitoring and controlling of certification process. We had some questions in the chat, although I think we could answer nearly everything. Does anybody want to say something in addition? Have a question? Otherwise, what I want to point out is there is a separate session for grower groups. We have another edition for grower groups that is called Group Integrity. It will start in 8 minutes. So it is another session. So don't stay here, go to the other session. It is basically the same tool or the similar tool, but set up in a different way to meet the requirements of grower groups for ICS and PGS and option 2 for global gap. So group certification. Please come to that session. Are there certifiers out there having questions? Otherwise, I think Gemma made it short regarding the implementation. It is a pretty fast-forward project to get trained, and we call that the onboarding process or implementation project. So we will migrate your data into the system. You can start with your current data in the system, and then we set up the system for you, create all the workflows, the user rights. Nobody really mentioned that, but I think it's anyway clear for everybody. The system is totally controlled with user rights. So Noé and Mustafa, as the managers, they can certainly see everything and they can run queries on everything. But regular staff can be limited, just depending on what you want to share with them. And inspectors, auditors have a limited view on their tasks only. So it is, I think, very well structured, making sure the security is a big topic, right? You want to share data, but you also need to protect data. Otherwise, you are not safe and secure with sharing data. And Gemma outlined also to share data with your customers, right? So you can invite your customers to participate in the process, to exchange documents, to exchange information. I think that's also very valuable. I'm just talking to bridge the time. We can talk forever here, but I want to make sure, and I think there is no real questions on the chat. That's fine.
Hello, Frank.
Evans, please.
Yeah, can you please send me or add me to the one for the next next platform, because I think I can't find it on my system now. If you can add me for the next one, like
Sure,
like the way
sure.
you did for this one, yeah.
Please,
so that I can just go.
Put your email in the chat, please, to make sure that you are invited.
Oh, okay, I put my email right now because I did it for the first one and you send it to me.
Okay.
So I just do it right now to you, and I mean.
Yeah, and I mean, Mustafa and Noé are so friendly to be really open to share and exchange information today, but they are also certainly free to or available to get approached. So get in contact with them. They can tell you a lot of even more information. I think the most important thing is that we are not just a software provider. I mean, we know about software. We are dealing with Intact since many years, and we know about software, but Gemma, Javier, and the rest of the team, we know about organic certification, and I think this is the most valuable part. So some of our customers really start with a paper-based workflow. So the system works also paper-based, if you like. And then you can start digitalization as you like, right? Start with one scheme, with one group, with one inspector to improve efficiency, but the system does not force you, right? You are on the driver's seat. You can tell us how fast you want to go, which elements, which functionality you want to use. And I think that's one really great benefit of the system. Ecert Basic is very modular. You are not forced to use or digitalize. It's an option. It's an option to gain efficiency, to gain control. And is there another question? Noé, please.
Yes, Frank, I just wanted to add something I forgot, and it's about what you were talking about. I mean, we were, as you remember, we started with the basic functionalities of Ecert, and with time we were adding more modules, and now we just add the electronic certificates. So this is about time too. You have to get used to the system, and with time you are able to add more modules and, you know, to have the complete version of the Ecert.
Thank you, Noe. I think that's important. It's important.
I want to say something as well.
Yes.
That we are improving also our efficiency of the work on site. So we are using different mobile devices and offline modules also we are going to use. So we are thinking, because you are not accessing all over the world for internet connections.
Yes.
So I think that's a great opportunity for us to implement also in agriculture part, not only the processing part. So that's a great advantage. Thank you for that.
Thank you. So with that, I want to close this session. Thank you very much, everybody attending. We really appreciate your time. Please check out our virtual booth at the Biofach. Please check out our other sessions. We have the same session every day. So if you want to get your colleagues on board, please go ahead and invite them, lead them to our booth, to our stand. So you have a lot of information, a lot of documents, all the presentations, and also on our website, organic-services.com. There are a lot of videos explaining what we are doing. And as I said at the beginning, it is we have an entire tool set for integrity, for grower groups, for certifiers, and finally check organic to also have a sector control mass balance system to check and secure the supply chain. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great fair. It is new to everybody, the virtual form. We appreciate your time and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Noe. Thank you, Mustafa. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.